Hello, today we're looking at essential question number 6. What's the purpose of applying grammar mechanics skills in my writing? As we look at essential question number 6, we are in the conventions section. We are looking at conventions number 7 to find and correct mistakes in pronoun antecedent agreement. Remember that pronouns need to agree with the antecedent in gender. In other words, it could be a masculine, feminine, or neuter gendered pronoun. And also number. And number, remember, we mean singular and plural. Remember that a pronoun is used to replace the noun. So she is an example of a feminine pronoun in gender as well as singular in number. And then an antecedent is the noun that the pronoun is referring to. So you would use she to replace my name, Mrs. Zappia, because I am singular and I'm also female. So different pronouns take the singular and different pronouns take the plural, which you learned in the past. And then we always need to double check to make sure that we don't have an issue with agreement. Just like subject-verb agreement, we need to make sure that the pronoun agrees with the word it's replacing, that antecedent. So let's look at and practice this concept. Read the sentences from a pamphlet about tourism in Philadelphia. Many tourists will go to Philadelphia this year to learn about history. Independence Hall, the Liberty Bell, and the home of Benjamin Franklin are among the usual sites they will visit. In addition, they will enjoy some of Philadelphia's famous food. The Philly cheesesteak is a favorite, for they are known all over the country. When the tourists return home, they will have memories and mental pictures of American history. Which sentence contains a pronoun error? A, sentence 2, B, sentence 3, C, sentence 4, or D, sentence 5. The correct answer is C, sentence 4. In order to be able to figure this one out, you really have to look for pronouns and double check what their antecedents are. And I'm going to zoom in. I hate that it keeps blurring and then fixing itself. It's making my eyes go crazy. So within this first sentence, which isn't even one of the 4 options here, the reason for that is we don't have any pronouns being used. Okay, but in sentence 2, we see that we have they being used, where it says they will visit. They is plural in number, and it's masculine and feminine in the singular. And for the they, they're referring back to the sentence previously, which is the tourists. So tourists is the antecedent, which is both masculine and feminine, as well as plural in number. So that agrees properly. In sentence 3, we have the pronoun they as well. With this word, it's also referring back to the same antecedent of the tourists, which, as we already talked about, is singular and or is plural in number, masculine and feminine in gender. Let's look at the other one that's correct. When the tourists return home, they will have memories. They, again, is referring back to this, although new, still the same word. It's referring back to the antecedent tourists again, which is masculine and feminine in gender, as well as plural in number. So they is proper as it's also plural in number and masculine and feminine in gender. Let's look at this one. The Philadelphia cheesesteak is a favorite, for they are known all over the country. We use they again, but it's referring back not to tourists in this case. It's referring back to the cheesesteak. So cheesesteak is the antecedent. It doesn't say cheesesteaks with an S on it, plural. So it's singular. Hello. We need a singular verb. And because we need a singular verb, or excuse me, singular subject, so the choices would be he, she, or it. A cheesesteak would be neuter or neutral in gender. It's not a masculine word. It's not a feminine word. It's a neutral word. So for it is known all over the country. I'm changing that to R as well because it creates that error. But because it's referring back to cheesesteak, they should in fact be the word it. So it should read, the Philly cheesesteak is a favorite, for it is known all over the country. And that's why we have a mistake in the pronoun. The pronoun does not agree with its antecedent because it's neither neutral nor is it the proper number, singular. Please make sure you practice this again as a type 1 and go ahead and get working on it.